Today we're diving into a detailed comparison of the 2026 Subaru Impreza versus the 2026 Kia Soul hatchback, two versatile compact hatchbacks designed for American drivers. We'll break down their pricing, performance, interior space, technology, safety, and more to help you decide which one suits your needs for city commutes, highway road trips, or even light off-road adventures. Both cars offer unique strengths for budget-conscious buyers, but they cater to slightly different priorities on American roads. Let's get started with the basics. Basic vehicle details. The 2026 Subaru Impreza is a compact hatchback with standard all-wheel drive, a rarity in its class, built for reliability and year-round capability. It's offered in two trims for 2026, the Sport and the RS, with the base trim discontinued from 2025, the 2026 Kia Soul hatchback, a subcompact crossover with a distinctive boxy design, prioritizes interior space and value with front-wheel drive. Only available in trims like the LX-S GT line and the new Soulmate Special Edition, it's marketed as a fun, urban-friendly option. Both vehicles target practical buyers, but differ in drive configuration and styling, setting the stage for a head-to-head battle. Pricing and affordability. Manufacturer's suggested retail price. The 2026 Subaru Impreza Sport starts at an estimated $25,700, while the RS trim pushes to around $3,500, reflecting its standard all-wheel drive and upgraded features. The 2026 Kia Soul hatchback starts lower, with the LX trim at an estimated $21,000 and the top GT line or Soulmate edition reaching about $27,000. For budget-conscious American buyers, the Soul offers a lower entry point, but the Impreza's all-wheel drive justifies its premium for those in snowy or rural regions. Trim level breakdown. The Impreza's Sport trim includes an 11.6-inch touchscreen, adaptive cruise control, and a 152 horsepower engine, while the RS upgrades to a 180 horsepower engine and adds blind spot monitoring. The Kia Soul's LX is bare bones but functional, with an 8-inch touchscreen and basic safety features. The S and GT line trims add amenities like a 10 to 25-inch display and synthetic leather, while the Soulmate edition brings 18-inch wheels and a premium audio system. The Soul offers more trim variety, but the Impreza's standard features feel more comprehensive. Incentives and discounts. Kia often provides competitive cash rebates and low APR financing, with expected offers of $501,000 off MSRP for the 2026 Soul. Especially in urban markets like Los Angeles or Chicago, Subaru's incentives are typically modest, with estimated $500 cashback or 2.9% APR for the Impreza. Though deals vary by region, check local dealers for real-time offers, as both brands compete aggressively in the compact market. Total cost of ownership. Over 5 years, the Impreza's cost to own is estimated at $35,000, factoring in fuel, maintenance, and insurance, with its all-wheel drive slightly increasing. Fuel costs. The Soul's estimated cost is lower at $32,000, thanks to better fuel efficiency and cheaper repairs. However, the Impreza's stronger resale value, retaining 71.6% of its value versus the Soul's 62.9%, narrows the gap for long-term owners. Depreciation and resale value. The Impreza's resale value is a standout, losing only 28.4% of its value over 5 years. Thanks to Subaru's reputation for durability, the Soul depreciates faster, losing 37.1%, which impacts long-term value for American buyers planning to trade in. For example, a $25,000 Impreza RS could be worth $17,900 after 5 years. while a $25,000 Soul GT line might fetch $15,725 powertrain and performance engine options. The 2026 Subaru Impreza offers two engines, a 2.0-liter four-cylinder producing 152 horsepower in the sport trim and a 2.5-liter four-cylinder with 180 horsepower in the RS trim. Both are naturally aspirated, prioritizing reliability over turbocharged thrills. The 2026 Kia Soul hatchback sticks with a single 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, delivering 147 horsepower across all trims, with no turbo option for 2026, focusing on simplicity and efficiency. The Impreza's higher output RS engine gives it an edge for drivers seeking a bit more power on American highways. Horsepower and torque output. The Impreza Sport generates 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque, while the RS boosts that to 180 horsepower and 178 pound-feet, offering better acceleration for merging onto busy interstates like I-95. The Kia Soul's 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque feel adequate for urban commuting but lag slightly on open roads. For example, passing slower traffic on a two-lane highway in the Midwest is noticeably quicker in the Impreza RS transmission choices. Both vehicles use a continuously variable transmission, but their tuning differs. The Impreza's CVT includes paddle shifters with simulated gear ratios, mimicking a traditional automatic for a sportier feel. Especially in the RS trim, the Soul's CVT is smoother but less engaging, optimized for fuel efficiency over driver involvement. American drivers who enjoy manual-like control will prefer the Impreza's setup for winding roads or spirited drives. Acceleration and responsiveness. The Impreza RS achieves an estimated 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.1 seconds, while the Sport trim takes about 8.5 seconds, based on 2025 model testing from Car and Driver. The Kia Soul, across all trims, clocks in at an estimated 8.7 seconds, feeling sluggish in comparison, especially when loaded with passengers. For stop-and-go traffic in cities like Atlanta, both are responsive enough, but the Impreza RS pulls ahead for quicker getaways. All-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive dynamics. The Impreza's standard all-wheel drive is a major advantage for American buyers in regions like the Northeast or Rockies, where snow and rain demand extra traction. It distributes power seamlessly, enhancing stability on wet I-90 stretches or gravel back roads. The Soul's front-wheel drive is less capable in adverse conditions, but handles well in dry urban environments, like Phoenix or Miami, where its lighter weight aids efficiency. Fuel efficiency for city and highway. The Impreza Sport delivers an estimated 27 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon highway, while the RS drops slightly to 26 city and 33 highway due to its larger engine. The Kia Soul outperforms with an estimated 29 city and 35 highway across all trims, saving about $150 annually in fuel for a typical 15,000-mile American commute. For a 2,000-mile cross-country trip, the Soul's efficiency translates to fewer fuel stops, a plus for long hauls on I-80. Driving experience. Steering and handling precision. The Impreza's steering is precise and well-weighted, offering confidence on twisty roads like California's Pacific Coast Highway. Its all-wheel drive enhances cornering grip, making it feel. Planted at moderate speeds, the Soul's steering is lighter, designed for easy maneuvering in tight parking lots, but it feels less connected on curvy roads. For drivers in suburban sprawl, the Soul's ease of handling is a win, while the Impreza suits those tackling winding rural routes. Suspension, comfort for American roads. The Impreza's suspension balances firmness and comfort, smoothing out potholes on aging city streets while maintaining composure on highways. The RS trim leans sportier, which may feel stiffer over rough pavement. The Soul's softer suspension excels in urban environments, absorbing bumps in downtown Chicago or Dallas, but it can feel floaty at higher speeds on I-75 long distance. Comfort slightly favors the Impreza for its composed ride. Braking performance. Both vehicles offer reliable braking, with the Impreza's all-wheel drive aiding shorter stops in wet conditions, estimated at 125 feet from 60 miles per hour. The Soul's brakes are slightly less responsive, stopping in an estimated 130 feet per Motor Trend's 2025 data. 4. Emergency stops in heavy traffic. The Impreza's system inspires more confidence, especially in rainy Seattle commutes. Performance in urban traffic. The Soul's compact footprint and tight turning radius make it a champ in crowded cities like New York, where parallel parking is a daily challenge. Its light steering and good visibility simplify navigation. Though Impreza, slightly longer, is still nimble but less agile in tight spaces. Both handle stop-and-go traffic well, but the Soul's design edges out for urban dwellers. Highway cruising capability. On highways like I-40, the Impreza's all-wheel drive and stable chassis shine, maintaining poise at 75 miles per hour with minimal wind noise. The Soul cruises comfortably, but feels less grounded at higher speeds due to its boxy shape and front-wheel drive. For cross-country trips, the Impreza offers a more reassuring drive, especially in gusty conditions, off-pavement capability. The Impreza's 5.1 inches of ground clearance and all-wheel drive make it surprisingly capable on light gravel trails or snowy driveways. Ideal for rural American buyers, the Soul's 7.1 inches of ground clearance suggests off-road potential, but its front-wheel drive limits traction on uneven terrain. For weekend campers hitting dirt roads, the Impreza is the clear choice. Interior practicality, seating capacity, and comfort. Both the 2026 Subaru Impreza and 2026 Kia Soul hatchback seat 5 passengers, but their approaches differ. The Impreza offers supportive front seats with ample cushioning, ideal for long drives. Across states like Texas, its rear seats accommodate adults comfortably for short trips, but feel snug for 3 across. The Soul's boxy design provides more upright seating, with generous headroom and hip space, making it feel roomier for rear passengers, especially in urban settings where short trips are common. Front and rear legroom. The Impreza provides 43.1 inches of front legroom and 36.5 inches in the rear, sufficient for most American adults but tighter than some competitors. The Soul excels with 41.1 inches up front and an impressive 38.8 inches in the rear, offering class-leading space for taller passengers. For families in suburbs like Denver, the Soul's rear legroom makes it a better pick for growing kids or carpool duties. Cargo space and versatility. The Impreza's hatchback design yields 20.4 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats, expanding to 55.3 cubic feet with seats folded, perfect for hauling groceries or camping gear for a weekend in the Smoky Mountains. The Soul counters with 24.2 cubic feet behind the rear seats and up to 62.1 cubic feet folded, giving it an edge for bulky items like strollers or sports equipment. Its wide, low cargo floor simplifies loading in busy parking lots. Storage compartments. Both vehicles offer practical storage. The Impreza includes a deep center console, door pockets for water bottles, and a small tray for keys or phones, catering to organized drivers. The Soul adds a dual-level center console, cup holders for rear passengers, and a hidden storage area under the cargo floor in higher trims, ideal for hiding valuables during city errands. The Soul's thoughtful storage gives it a slight advantage for daily usability. Ease of loading and unloading. The Soul's higher ground clearance and square cargo opening make loading heavy items like dog crates or luggage easier. Especially for shorter drivers, its low lift-over height is a boon in tight urban spaces. The Impreza's lower stance requires a bit more effort to lift items, but its wider hatch opening accommodates oddly shaped cargo like bikes. For frequent Costco runs, the Soul's design is marginally more user-friendly. Interior quality and comfort. Material quality and finishes. The Impreza's interior uses soft-touch plastics and available StarTex water-repellent upholstery, giving it a durable, upscale feel for its price. The RS trim adds red stitching and metallic accents, appealing to buyers seeking a sporty vibe. The Soul's cabin mixes hard plastics with available synthetic leather in higher trims, like the GT line and colorful accents in the Soulmate edition. While both feel solid, the Impreza's materials seem more refined for American buyers, valuing longevity. Seat upholstery options. The Impreza Sport comes with cloth seats, while the RS offers StarTex, which resists spills and wear, ideal for families or pet owners. The Soul's LX and S trims use cloth, with GT line and Soulmate offering synthetic. Leather and contrast stitching. The Soul's upholstery feels softer, but the Impreza's options are more durable for rugged use, like muddy hikes in the Pacific Northwest. Cabin noise levels. The Impreza's all-wheel drive system and thicker insulation keep road noise low. With an estimated 68 decibels at 70 miles per hour per car and driver's testing methodology, the Soul, with its boxy shape, lets in more wind noise, estimated at 71 decibels, which can be noticeable on highways like I-70 for quiet commutes. In quieter suburbs, the Impreza offers a more serene experience. Climate control effectiveness. Both vehicles feature dual-zone automatic climate control in higher trims. The Impreza's system responds quickly, maintaining consistent temperatures. During humid East Coast summers or chilly Midwest winters, the Soul's system is effective but slower to adjust, with rear vents in higher trims improving airflow for passengers. For cross-country trips, the Impreza's climate control edges out slightly for faster response. Long-distance comfort for road trips. The Impreza's firmer seats and quieter cabin make it a better choice for long drives, like a 1,000-mile trip from Chicago to Orlando, keeping driver fatigue low. The Soul's softer seats and spacious rear make it comfortable for shorter trips, but less ideal for extended highway stretches due to noise and suspension floatiness. Road trippers will appreciate the Impreza's balanced comfort. Infotainment and connectivity. Display size and user interface. The Impreza's 11.6-inch vertical touchscreen, standard on both trims, is responsive and intuitive, with large icons and customizable layouts. Per Edmunds reviews, the Soul offers an 8-inch touchscreen on the LX and a 10.25-inch unit on higher trims, with crisp graphics but a slightly slower response. For tech-savvy drivers in cities like San Francisco, the Impreza's larger screen feels more modern. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. Both vehicles support wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, ensuring seamless smartphone integration for navigation or music streaming. The Impreza's system loads apps faster, with a 2-second advantage in startup time. Based on 2025 model tests, the Soul's interface is equally reliable, but occasionally lags with multiple apps open. Both are well suited for urban commuters relying on Waze or Spotify. Audio system performance. The Impreza Sport features a 6-speaker system, with the RS upgrading to a 10-speaker Harman Kardon setup, delivering crisp sound for podcasts or music on long drives. The Soul's base 6-speaker system is adequate, but the GT line's 8-speaker Harman Kardon option offers richer bass. For audiophiles cruising Route 66, the Impreza RS slightly outperforms, though the Soul's top system is competitive. Wireless charging and USB ports. The Soul includes a standard wireless charging pad on S and higher trims, with 2 USB-C ports up front and 2 in the rear. The Impreza offers wireless charging only on the RS, with 1 USB-C and 1 USB-A port up front, plus 1 rear USB-C. The Soul's extra ports and standard charging pad make it more convenient for families or tech-heavy users. Navigation system accuracy. The Impreza's available GPS navigation, integrated with its large touchscreen, provides accurate routing. For rural and urban areas, with real-time traffic updates, the Soul's navigation, standard on GT line, is reliable but less intuitive, with slower rerouting in congested cities like Los Angeles. For cross-country navigation, the Impreza's system is a touch more dependable. Safety features. Standard. Safety equipment. The 2026 Subaru Impreza comes standard with EyeSight driver assist technology, including automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and adaptive cruise control with lane centering, making it a strong choice for safety-conscious American families. The 2026 Kia Soul hatchback includes standard forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, and lane-keeping assist across all trims. Both vehicles prioritize safety, but the Impreza's adaptive cruise control is standard on all trims, while the Soul reserves it for higher trims like the GT line. Advanced driver assistance technologies. The Impreza's EyeSight system adds blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert on the RS trim, with an estimated 95% detection accuracy in urban scenarios. Per Motor Trend testing, the Soul offers similar features on its S and GT line trims, plus a driver attention warning system that's particularly useful for drowsy highway drives. For congested commutes on roads like I-405 in Los Angeles, the Impreza's lane centering feature feels more polished, while the Soul's broader feature availability on mid-tier trims appeals to value seekers. HTSA and IIHS crash test ratings. The Impreza has consistently earned a 5-star NHTSA rating and IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus status, with expected 2026 ratings. Maintaining this trend due to its reinforced chassis, the Soul typically secures a 5-star NHTSA rating but misses Top Safety Pick Plus due to marginal headlight performance, though 2026 updates may improve this. For parents in suburbs like Minneapolis, the Impreza's proven crash protection offers peace of mind. Child safety features. Both vehicles include latch anchors for child seats, with the Impreza offering 2 sets in the rear outboard seats and the Soul providing 3 for added flexibility. The Soul's wider rear doors make installing car seats easier, a plus for young families. The Impreza's slightly narrower rear access is less convenient but still functional. Both meet federal child safety standards, but the Soul's design edges out for ease of use, pedestrian detection, and night visibility. The Impreza's pedestrian detection system, part of EyeSight, uses stereo cameras for precise detection. Effective in low-light urban areas like Chicago's downtown, the Soul's pedestrian detection is reliable but less sensitive at dusk, per early 2025 tests. Both offer standard LED headlights, but the Impreza RS includes adaptive headlights that pivot with steering, improving visibility on curvy rural roads. The Soul's fixed LEDs are bright but less advanced, giving the Impreza a slight edge for night driving. Exterior. Design and functionality. Styling, appeal, and brand identity. The Impreza's sleek, athletic design with a bold grille and sharp lines appeals to buyers wanting a sporty yet understated look, fitting well in suburban driveways or city streets. The Soul's iconic boxy shape, refreshed for 2026 with slimmer headlights and a rugged bumper, stands out in places like Miami or Austin, where bold aesthetics are appreciated. The Soul's quirky charm draws attention, while the Impreza blends in with refined subtlety. Aerodynamic efficiency. The Impreza's streamlined shape yields a drag coefficient of 0.28, reducing wind resistance and improving fuel efficiency on highways like I-80. The Soul's boxy profile results in a higher 0.34 drag coefficient, which impacts highway fuel economy slightly. For drivers prioritizing efficiency on long trips, the Impreza's aerodynamics offer a measurable advantage. Wheel design and size options. The Impreza Sport rides on 17-inch alloy wheels, with the RS upgrading to 18-inch wheels for a sportier stance. The Soul offers 16-inch wheels on the LX, 17-inch on the S, and distinctive 18-inch wheels on the GT line. And Soulmate editions, the Soul's bolder wheel designs enhance its visual flair, while the Impreza's options prioritize function over flash, suiting practical buyers. Roof rail availability. The Impreza includes standard roof rails across both trims, ideal for mounting bike racks or cargo boxes for weekend getaways in places like Colorado. The Soul offers roof rails only on the GT line and Soulmate trims, limiting versatility for base models. For outdoor enthusiasts, the Impreza's standard rails are a clear win. Parking ease in tight spaces. The Soul's compact dimensions and 34.8-foot turning circle make it a breeze to park in crowded urban lots. Like those in San Francisco, the Impreza's slightly larger footprint and 35.4-foot turning circle are less agile, but still manageable. Both offer standard rear-view cameras, but the Soul's available 360-degree camera on higher trims enhances visibility in tight spots, giving it an edge for city drivers. Reliability and maintenance. Predicted reliability ratings. Based on JD Power Predictions, the Impreza is expected to score 82 out of 100 for reliability. Thanks to Subaru's robust engineering and all-wheel drive durability, the Soul is projected at 79 out of 100. Solid, but slightly behind due to occasional electronic glitches reported in prior models. For buyers prioritizing long-term dependability, the Impreza has a slight advantage. Maintenance schedule and costs. The Impreza's maintenance costs are estimated at $6,500 over 5 years, per Edmunds, with oil changes and tire rotations slightly pricier due to its all-wheel drive system. The Soul's maintenance is lower, at an estimated $5,800, reflecting its simpler front-wheel drive setup. For cost-conscious owners in rural areas with fewer service centers, the Soul's lower costs are appealing. Warranty coverage details. The Impreza offers a 3-year 36,000-mile basic warranty and 5-year 60,000-mile powertrain coverage, standard for Subaru. The Soul counters with a 5-year 60,000-mile basic warranty and an industry-leading 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. For American buyers planning to keep their car long-term, the Soul's extended coverage provides significant peace of mind. Roadside assistance programs. Subaru provides 3 years, 36,000 miles of roadside assistance for the Impreza, covering towing and flat tire changes, useful for remote road trips. Kia matches this with 5 years, 60,000 miles for the Soul, Offering longer support for breakdowns on highways like I-95, the Soul's longer roadside plan is a small but practical. Advantage: owner satisfaction surveys. Consumer Reports 2025 data suggests the Impreza scores 85% in owner satisfaction, driven by its reliability and all-weather capability. The Soul scores 80%, with owners praising its value and style, but noting occasional tech issues. For American buyers valuing a proven track record, the Impreza edges out slightly. Ownership and brand experience. Dealer network accessibility. Subaru's dealer network includes over 600 locations across the USA, with strong presence in rural and suburban areas like the Pacific Northwest and New England, ensuring easy access for Impreza owners. Kia has a slightly larger network, with around 750 dealerships, well distributed in urban hubs like Los Angeles and Atlanta. For American buyers in less populated areas, Subaru's coverage is sufficient, but Kia's broader network makes scheduling service easier in major cities. Customer service reputation. Subaru's customer service is highly rated, with a 4.2 out of 5 score in recent JD Power Service Satisfaction surveys. Praised for knowledgeable staff and quick repairs, Kia scores a solid 4.0, with strengths in warranty support but occasional delays in parts availability. For buyers valuing a seamless service experience, Subaru has a slight edge, particularly in regions with frequent weather-related repairs. Brand loyalty. In the USA, Subaru enjoys fierce loyalty, with 61% of owners returning to the brand per 2025. 5. Edmunds data. Driven by its all-wheel drive reliability and outdoor-friendly image, Kia's loyalty rate is 52%, bolstered by its value proposition and long warranties. For American buyers in states like Colorado or Vermont, Subaru's brand resonates strongly with adventure seekers, while Kia appeals to urban, budget-conscious drivers. Community and owner events. Subaru hosts events like SubiFest, drawing thousands of Impreza and other model owners for rallies and meetups, fostering a tight-knit community in places like California and Texas. Kia's community is less organized but growing, with local dealer-sponsored events for Soul owners, particularly in trendy urban markets. The Impreza's vibrant owner culture gives it an edge for enthusiasts seeking camaraderie. Resale market trends. The Impreza's resale value remains strong, with an estimated 71.6% retention after 5 years. Per Kelley Blue Book projections, thanks to Subaru's reputation for durability, the Soul retains about 62.9%, impacted by faster depreciation in the subcompact segment. For buyers planning to trade in after a few years of city commuting, the Impreza offers better long-term value. American driving suitability. Winter weather performance. The Impreza's standard all-wheel drive excels in snowy conditions, providing superior traction on icy roads in states like Minnesota or Michigan. Its 5.1-inch ground clearance handles light snowdrifts effectively. The Soul's front-wheel drive and 7.1-inch ground clearance manage mild snow but struggle in deeper conditions, making it less ideal for harsh winters in the upper Midwest. Cross-country road trip comfort. For a 2,500-mile trip from New York to Los Angeles, the Impreza's quiet cabin, supportive seats, and stable handling make it a more comfortable choice, especially on varied terrains like mountain passes. The Soul's spacious rear and soft suspension suit shorter trips, but its noisier cabin and less planted feel at high speeds detract from long-distance comfort. The Impreza is the better road trip companion. Urban commuting efficiency. The Soul's compact size, tight turning radius, and excellent fuel economy, 29 miles per gallon. City. make it a standout for navigating crowded cities like Boston or Seattle. The Impreza's 27 miles per gallon city and slightly larger footprint are less efficient in tight spaces, but still capable. Urban dwellers will find the Soul's maneuverability a practical advantage. Fuel station accessibility. Both vehicles use regular unleaded fuel, widely available across the USA. The Impreza's 16.6-gallon tank offers an estimated 564-mile range on the highway, while the Soul's 14.3-gallon tank provides about 500 miles. For rural drivers with sparse fuel stations, the Impreza's longer range reduces stops, though the Soul's efficiency balances this for shorter commutes. Adaptability to diverse terrains. The Impreza's all-wheel drive and balanced suspension handle gravel roads, light trails, and urban pavement with ease, ideal for mixed driving in states like Oregon. The Soul's higher ground clearance suggests off-road potential, but its front-wheel drive limits capability on uneven surfaces. For buyers splitting time between city and country, the Impreza is more versatile. Technology and innovation. Over-the-air. Software updates. The Impreza's 11.6-inch touchscreen supports over-the-air updates for infotainment and safety systems, ensuring software stays current without dealer visits. The Soul offers similar updates on its 10.25-inch system in higher trims, but the base LX lacks this feature. For tech-focused buyers in Silicon Valley, the Impreza's standard capability across trims is a clear advantage. Smart Key features. Both vehicles offer keyless entry and push-button start on higher trims. The Impreza RS includes remote start via a smartphone app, useful for warming up in cold climates. The Soul's GT line and Soulmate trims match this, with app-based controls, including remote climate settings. Both cater well to convenience-driven American buyers, with no significant difference. Driver personalization settings. The Impreza allows drivers to save seat, mirror, and climate preferences. For two profiles, linked to the key fob, a boon for shared vehicles. The Soul offers similar settings on GT line trims, but lacks profile memory on lower trims. For multi-driver households, the Impreza's standard personalization enhances daily usability. Eco-friendly materials. The Impreza's StarTex upholstery is made from recycled materials, appealing to environmentally conscious buyers in places like Portland. The Soul uses some recycled plastics in its cabin, but lacks eco-focused upholstery options. Subaru's commitment to sustainability gives the Impreza a slight edge for green-minded Americans. Future-proofing features. Both vehicles include USB-C ports and wireless smartphone integration, keeping them relevant for tech advancements. The Impreza's larger touchscreen and standard over-the-air updates make it more future-ready, while the Soul's optional 360-degree camera adds a modern touch. For buyers planning to keep their car beyond 5 years, the Impreza feels slightly more forward-thinking. Value for money base, model versus top trim value. The Impreza Sport, at $25,700, includes all-wheel drive, a large touchscreen, and advanced safety features, offering strong value for safety-focused buyers. The Soul LX, at $21,000, provides basic features and great fuel economy, appealing to budget shoppers. At the top end, the Impreza RS, $30,500, feels premium, while the Soul's Soulmate, $27,000, emphasizes style over substance. The Soul wins for entry-level value, but the Impreza offers more for the price in higher trims. Standard features. Comparison. The Impreza's standard all-wheel drive, adaptive cruise control, and 11.6-inch touchscreen outshine the Soul's base offerings, which include an 8-inch screen and basic safety. However, the Soul's mid-tier S. Trim adds features like blind spot monitoring at a lower price than the Impreza RS, for buyers wanting a balance of features and cost. The Soul's mid-trims are compelling, optional packages and upgrades. The Impreza's packages focus on performance, like the RS's sport-tuned suspension, while the Soul offers style-driven upgrades like the Soulmate's premium audio and unique wheels. Both cater to American preferences, but the Impreza's packages enhance driving dynamics, while the Soul's add flair, appealing to younger urban buyers, long-term savings potential. The Soul's lower maintenance costs, $5,800 or $6,500 over 5 years, and better fuel economy save about $900 over the Impreza. However, the Impreza's higher resale value offsets this, making the total cost difference minimal. For frugal buyers, the Soul's upfront savings are attractive, but the Impreza's durability pays off long-term. Competitor comparison in class. Against rivals like the Honda Civic Hatchback or Toyota Corolla Hatchback, the Impreza stands out for all-wheel drive. While the Soul competes with its unique design and lower price, the Civic offers better refinement, but at a higher cost, and the Corolla matches reliability but lacks the Soul's cargo space. For American buyers, the Impreza and Soul hold strong value in their niches. Thanks for joining us for this in-depth comparison of the 2026 Subaru Impreza and 2026 Kia Soul Hatchback. Which one would you pick for your next American road trip or daily commute? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you're Team Subaru or Team Kia. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more automotive breakdowns, and share it with your fellow car enthusiasts. We'll see you on the road.